These beautiful horses in these pens. Look at how these majestic animals that are supposed to be wild are kept once the government rounds them up. Kept by the tens of thousands in cramped pens.
I've seen these compromised animals, these thin babies and mares that aren't getting the nutrition that they need, stampeded towards that trap by helicopter, bands fractured, families split up.
I am appalled that this is happening. I'm watching it happen right now. I've been watching the TV for quite a while, watching these horses being abused and killed.
Tonight, the calls to stop decimating our wild horse population growing louder. Americans are becoming more and more outraged with our government, the U.S. government's roundup of wild horses and burros in Colorado, Nevada, and surrounding areas. Critics say the roundups, often done by helicopters flying dangerously close and sometimes hitting these defenseless animals, are cruel, inhumane, and unnecessary. The U.S. government claims that drought and starvation are forcing these roundups, but critics say, come on. It's business and industry behind the roundups. They want the land that the horses call home. Those people are pointing the finger at this man, Ken Salazar, the U.S. Secretary of the Interior, who is, that's the department behind these roundups. Now there are petitions online signed by thousands and thousands of people to have Ken Salazar removed. Straight out to one of my heroes, Madeline Pickens, who is leading the fight to save these wild horses and to allow them to roam free. Madeline, you even offered the U.S. government, give me the horses. You bought land, or you got land to try to provide these horses a new home. What has our government said to you about your offer?
They need to do a study, and then they go to another study and another study. Now they're on a NEPA study. And it's quite shocking to me, because I've been on this issue for 5 years, and they continue to round these horses up, and the numbers are diminishing. We absolutely have to stop these roundups. They are inhumane. They're cruel. It is time for change, and Washington needs to wake up and understand they're going to lose their Western heritage. How about the Humane Society? They need to step in here and do something about this. Yeah, they're talking about fertilizing and this and that, but we need to have the government stop these roundups immediately.
Well, these roundups are run by the U.S. Department of the Interior, headed by Ken Salazar. Now, we called the U.S. Department of the Interior. Here's what they said. The Department of the Interior and the Bureau of Land Management have worked hard to reform the program to advance the humane care and management of America's wild horses and protect our public lands. Madeline, I don't know how you can say these kinds of roundups are humane, and then the horses end up in these pens, and you've offered to take the horses. They won't even take you up on that offer. What would you say to the President of the United States right now when we're starting a new term about Ken Salazar and this program of his?
Well, we had an election. He got reelected. He has a chance to clean everything up now. He doesn't have to worry about the future. He can step out and say, okay, my secretary, it's time for you to fix this problem. Let me tell you what, when you watch the video of these roundups, how many times do you just see 2 or 3 horses being rounded up? They're very small bands now that they keep bunching up together, and they just keep harassing them. Surely humans in America can understand they're no longer desecrating the earth as all these soothsayers would tell you, the cattlemen and the ranchers. This is such a corrupt industry. Somebody has to fix it. And President Obama, it's up to you. You are our newly elected president. You love your dog. You go Christmas shopping. You take him to Hawaii. I love you for doing that. Come and help us with the wild horses. They are being treated so poorly.
On the other side, why? Madeline Pickens thinks this is really happening.
I am appalled that this is happening. I'm watching it happen right now. I've been watching the TV for quite a while, watching these horses being abused and killed.
The documentary Wild Horses in the Winds of Change investigates these roundups and shows the horrible reality of what really happens to these horses at the hands of our government. Watch.
What the Bureau of Land Management innocuously refers to as gathers is a brutal, hell-bent helicopter drive that terrifies these sensitive animals of prey. They run for their lives in a heart swell of panic as sweat pours from their withers, fluid and blood ooze from their noses, hooves tear and wear down, legs break, flesh is torn, and dust fills their lungs.
Madeline Pickens, at a time when the U.S. government is desperately trying to find programs to cut to save money, this one goes on full steam ahead. What do you think is the real reason the government is rounding up these horses?
It's corruption. They've been doing it for years. They're comfortable doing it. If they suddenly stop and change, how do they justify what they've done? They have had hundreds of thousands go to slaughter. Let me tell you, the Paiute horses that I rescued, they're BLM horses, and they were being sent to slaughter every year. Only it wasn't the BLM, it's the Paiute Nation would do it. They'd just open up their fence, the BLM horses come on in, and everybody would just wave goodbye to the horses.
Madeline, I can't independently confirm any of the details that you just said. I don't know that. But what I do know is that we called the White House and wanted to get reaction, and they directed us back to the Department of Interior, which is the organization, the agency doing this. So it's a catch-22. We can't get a response from anybody except those people who are involved in doing the roundup. So I certainly hope the White House takes a look at this crucial juncture, beginning a second term. Madeline, I want to thank you for coming on and for offering your land and resources to house these animals. Go to my Facebook page to get involved. If you want to help these animals, they cannot speak for themselves.